What's poppin'? In this video, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss my journey thus far into this game. I did a video a while back discussing my journey, and I wanna just keep adhering to that and keep building to that. So recently, I just started posting a lot of content and actually being very, I would like to say, adamant, or what's the word? Diligent on it. I just been really putting the schedule out. These type of posts, posting on these different platforms, and what I can say about it, it's actually working. It's working once you put a plan to something and then you execute the plan. At the end of the day, I am an artist. I am an entrepreneur, a business owner, and the fact that you can promote your business for free on the internet by creating content is amazing. A lot of people shy away from it. A lot of people say this and that and whatever. But hey, I just try to think of the best plays. You feel me? Because when I jumped into real estate, right, one of the main things in the business is how to generate leads and how to get more people to buy leads. And there's so many services that offers people to buy leads and buy business, right? And you're investing on advertising and stuff like that. And what I've learned from music and being on the radio is marketing and advertising and promotions. So I was like, this all makes sense. So let me go ahead and do those things. And at the same time, I'm still an artist and I'm still doing music. So I got a new album coming out. Las Vegas is for sale. It is dropping. And I'm doing the same things that I did in the past. And it's creating a lot of content and creating more things and more through content creation. But what really helped me into real estate is real estate really showed me the business structure of everything, as far as being very intentional in creating business and being intentional in leads or nourishing your communication and nourishing your contacts and stuff like that. So I'm taking that and applying it to what I do, and at the same time, this is all art to me. Art or life imitates art. I've always been an artist, and the biggest art form I'm designing is my lifestyle, is how I want to live my life. And then I jumped into real estate. My music kind of at the same time, right? Perfect, which is super dope to me because that's what art is, reflects lifestyle. And people gotta be out here living, right? And the reason why I jumped into it too is because a lot of my music is about the Vegas lifestyle, right? Vegas Live, everything, Vegas Live radio, Vegas Live podcast, all had many albums, Vegas Life themed, and even though it branched from like turning up and clubs and stuff like that, we getting older, we getting wiser, so we gotta look at the next thing. So once I figured out about true wealth generation, like things, true vehicles that can catapult your family and catapult your lifestyle to another level that's real. It was nothing to jump into it. So I'm jumping into it, man. Chris Cash, Las Vegas realtor, rapper, artist, full-time father, full-time family man. I'm out here doing what I do. So the journey is really well. Um, of course, while you're on the journey, a lot of people get discouraged when results don't happen as fast as they anticipated, right? What's getting me through that is basically because I still have those thoughts as well. But what's getting me through that basically is the fact that the journey is the goal. Like me to this and learning these different things and creating my schedules and seeing what works, trial and error, and see, okay, this works. Let's doing this more. Oh, that didn't work. Let's move that here. Just the fact of doing that and going after my dreams and my goals, that is the gold. That is where everything is that is what it's about, right? That is what it is about. And you have to, well, at least I tell myself that I have to appreciate the moment, the journey, the timeless hours of creating and on my craft and being on my craft. Being 100% real, 100% transparent, and that's what I'm doing. So, and I'm also going back to different things that I learned in the past, and it just all gotta make sense, right? So it all got to make sense. So I'm starting to do reaction videos again because that generated traction. And then I have my podcast, my Vegas podcast, right? So my like crazy because I feel like this, and I might be going off a tangent. I might be going on off a tangent here, but I feel this like a big video game, right? So everything's a big video game. So you try different things, and then you see if it works, and then it gives you ideas to take it to the next level, right? So it's a video game. So I started doing a podcast, looking to generate leads, but having different people on podcasts interviewing, and they're giving me different types of knowledge. They're like saying, yeah, you got to reinvent the wheel. Do what works for you to get eyes onto what you do, and then you could always branch off and do it. But you got to get those eyes first. You do what works. And he was and referenced. He was like, reaction videos. You built your channel through reaction videos. Do that. And I was just like, makes sense. So I'm doing that. Still got the podcast. I really like the podcast because podcast is the moment you can actually sit down and have a real conversation with somebody. You do these things. It's not necessarily to get views and get likes. It's to build that connection. You know what I mean? So like when I do a podcast with somebody, I'm really connecting with that person because you got headphones on. I'm hearing exactly what you're saying. There's no distractions. You know what I mean? Like, and you got it to reference to over and over again. Now you have that piece of conversation documented. So I do that for that reason. I post tons of content, and at the same time I mix it up with my music because I really love creating music. And then also another thing with the music. So I recently started creating music that is about real estate and the things I'm learning. So I was hesitant to do that before because I thought it was corny to do that. But I realized by doing that, I learn the information more and I can teach the information better because when things are in song form, you learn and retain the information more. At the end of the day, if I do something with all my heart and all my passion, at the end of the day, I leave with knowledge because you're working so hard to learn these things and these things. Now you leave with knowledge. And I can attest because I went so hard in music and I still am, I have gained a lot of media skills as far as creating content and doing a lot of editing and doing a lot of things of that nature because I had to do that for my music and really and building a business. And I'm learning all these skills and it's just all getting together. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at. I just did a bunch of reaction videos. I'm gonna look at my content calendar and schedule out my different pieces of content and put content. I've been getting leads from them, and so I'm gonna start working them as they come. And at the same time, with the real estate, it's like I'm building systems, right? I'm building systems of how the leads go, and then I have a team of professionals that are way better at the real estate stuff like mortgages and I have assistants that help me navigate this whole thing because at the end of the day it's Chris Cash, baby. You know what I mean? It's the brand and I make sure that those people in place are at the highest, skill level. You know what I mean? And now I'm doing the music because art. It's all about art. And one thing I realized from jumping into music deeply, creating music and then jumping into like, quote unquote like regular type or stuff like that, that's when it's more valuable. Like that when it's more valuable when you're just doing your day-to-day business stuff. You music and entertainment is it just gives you the inspiration to do it. I did that while I was creating the music, but it is value to people. It adds value to me. I found it out and I just cut on some music and I'm like, dang, I remember feeling this way before and then I recorded something on it. So yeah. That's my journey so far. Let me know if you like these type of videos, discussing, just talking, just being honest. And I did this because that was suggested in my content schedule. You know what it is. Chris Cash, your go-to Las Vegas realtor, rapper. New album coming out. Las Vegas is for sale. And if you know anybody buying or selling in Las Vegas, hit me up. My contact information is readily available, baby. And I'm out. Vegas Live still. You know what it is. Peace.